Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we had an easy ground beef recipe, and these were my homemade hamburgers. Very easy dinner idea and recipes. This was a very simple idea for dinner. Great for the weekend or weeknight, whichever you choose. Okay, come with me so we can make these together. Alright, so today I wanted to do a quick video on how I season hamburgers and ground meat in general. But today it's just going to be hamburgers. So I've got about 1.33 pounds of ground meat here. Okay, so it's not thawed all the way, so I'm breaking it up a little. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, what I normally add is a little bit of ketchup to keep the meat moist while it's cooking, and several seasonings. Sometimes I like to add sliced onions, red or white, doesn't matter, onions, but today it's just going to be just the hamburger and seasonings. Alright, so I'm just breaking it up a little to make sure the frozen parts are broken up, but it's pretty good, it's not that frozen. Alright, let me just wash my hands real quick. Alright, and I'd like to welcome those of you that are new to the channel, and welcome back to those of you that visited with me before. So we're gonna just use a little bit of add a little bit of ketchup, not much, just about 2 tablespoons, maybe 3. Alright, and then we're gonna, and I meant to use one hand to mix this because I still gotta pick up the seasoning containers, and now I have to wash my hands again, but that's fine. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to knead the meat, you're going to fold it onto itself just as if you're kneading bread, when you're making dough for bread. So that's what we're doing. You're just going to fold the meat into itself to make sure the ketchup is all over. Now, if you don't want to use ketchup, you can use tomato sauce. You can also use spaghetti sauce. And spaghetti sauce will give it even more flavoring because remember, spaghetti comes in different flavors. So, okay, there you go. Now I have to wash my hands again one more time. So we're going to add some complete seasoning mix that I found in the supermarket. I saw a YouTuber using it in her recipe, and I figured, it might come in handy. I bought it and I really like it. Some garlic powder, some onion powder, and I also like to add a little bit of curry because I like the flavor that curry gives hamburgers, and not a lot because you don't want it to be a curry hamburger. You just want to put that little bit of extra flavor in there. Okay, I just want to make sure you guys are in the frame. Okay, and then again, you're going to fold your meat again several times. Make sure everything gets mixed in. And I really like the smell of the complete seasoning mix. I'm going to read the ingredients in a minute so you know what's in it. But it smells really good. I used it in a video, the last video that I made of potato salad. I used it in there. And I got the idea again from someone that was making potato salad on YouTube, and the name of the video was Tania and Otania Raising Elijah, I think was the name of the video. It's a video of a single mom. She's young and she's raising her first child on her own. So, and she's, you know, going through her journey, and she does vlogging and grocery hauls and stuff like that. She does videos with her young son. Alright, so this is good. I don't think it needs anything else. Alright, and then I like to separate. This is about 1.33 pounds, and I normally make about 5 hamburgers out of here. And okay, I'm purposely making one additional one because one I'm taking to work. And all I have to do is, you know, I'm taking it for lunch. All I have to do is heat it up at work in the microwave, and that's it. And I'll take a little bit of some lettuce and tomato on the side. And I have ketchup packets at work, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay, I'm making all of these the same size. At least I'm trying to. Let's see. And I normally, when I make dinner, I try to just make a little bit extra so I can have something for work. Because at work it's hard to, not only hard to get something, you know, that's, you know, good for you when it's not too oily or fried or anything like that. It's, you don't have a lot of places that, well, where I work at, we don't have a lot of places to get, anything for lunch. So it's, the best thing is to bring something from home, and if we don't, then I'll have to do like I had to do one day last week. I had to Uber lunch, and then you know how expensive that is. Yep. Alright, so I'm gonna heat up my pan. And then what I like to do is I like to flatten these by hand. And I've got another video in which I showed you guys a different way of flattening these. And I had used my rolling pin. And I placed the meat between 2 pieces of parchment paper. And then I flattened it that way. But when you're in a rush, like I am right now, you know, there's no time for that. There you go, that's one. Just do it by hand. Okay. That's 1. That's 2. And I used to make my patties pretty flat, because that's the way I used to like them. But now I leave them a little bit on the thicker side, because I'm beginning to enjoy them that way. And I don't know why I used to do them so thin, but that's the way I used to like them. Okay, that's 2. And I'm going to try and fit 5 in the pan. I should have used a larger pan, but that's fine. Okay, and you just flatten them between your hands. Okay, easy peasy. And then, well, I'm going to wait till when these cook, they're going to shrink a little. And then I'll have space to put this one in there. Okay, so let me just flatten this so it'll be ready. And I don't have to do that part. Okay, So there's a space in the pan. Okay, got this one. So it's ready. Okay, that one got ready for the pan. And we have space. Go. Wash my hands one more time. Okay, now you don't have to use these seasonings. I use these because I like the combination and the flavor that they produce together. So that's why I like to use these seasonings. But you can use whatever you like. And let's see what the ingredients are in this. Let's see. Oh, I don't see them. Does say. But it does say use it on all kinds of meats, poultry, and fish, and sprinkle it on soups, salads, sauces, and vegetables. It's the perfect combination of ingredients and spices, carefully chosen to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite food. Hey, and they're right, because I used it in the potato salad that I made in my last video, and oh my goodness, the flavor was really good. Okay, now once this is cooking, I like to put a little bit of additional seasoning on top. So I'm going to put a little bit of this one, just to sprinkle, not a lot. And the sodium in this is very low. Okay, it's only, I think it's 90 grams per quarter teaspoon, which is really not bad because you're not going to be using like much more than that, if not a little bit more. And I've used other seasonings in which the sodium was so high per quarter teaspoon that I just stopped using those. I stopped using those seasonings. It didn't make any sense because I'm trying to watch my sodium. Here's one, and the sodium is 220 milligrams for 2 teaspoons. So that's really low because if you divide 2 teaspoons by 8, that's a quarter teaspoon times 8 is 2 teaspoons. Then divide 220 by 8. Okay, that's about 25 milligrams of sodium per quarter teaspoon. That's not bad. 25 to 30. And this is, this is taco seasoning, which is 25% less sodium. And that's what I try to look for because the sodium is really low. And you know, you're watching your salt intake. This is something good to use, and it's good to look out for those in the supermarkets. All right, so the hamburgers are shrinking, so we're getting a little bit of real estate here in this pan. We're going to use it. Okay, we're going to just move this way. We're going to add this hamburger. See if we can move this a little bit more. Move it this way. Bring it this way. Bring this one down. Alright, we'll just let that cook. Alright. And we're going to sprinkle this last one with seasoning. And again, I want to remind you guys how happy it makes me, when I see the comments. I get really excited when I'm reading my comments, and it's always nice to see either someone who also has a YouTube channel that's very encouraging and encouraging me, you know, to continue, that I'm doing, you know, they're telling me I'm doing a good job, and I'm glad they think so. And, you know, or someone who's looking for recipes, and they let me know that they think that what I've made, you know, it's yummy. They'll put it in quotes or whatever. And I really like to see that. It's very encouraging. So guys, just keep the comments coming. I really like to see them. I like to read them, and I respond to each and every one of them. All right, so we're going to turn these over. Okay, I'm not going to season this side because these have enough seasoning on them. And I just don't want to add any more salt. Even though it's just a little bit of salt in that seasoning, you know, I think this is fine. It's going to have enough flavor. Okay, so we're going to let it cook on that side a bit. Let's finish cooking, and then we're going to come back and assemble our hamburgers. Okay guys, the hamburgers are ready. I put some shredded cheese on them. Now I'm not going to add any lettuce or any tomatoes. These are just going to be cheeseburgers. Okay, so here we go. That's one. That's two. That's three. Three cheeseburgers. Okay. And that's what they look like. And just these are a perfect idea if you need a ground beef or hamburger recipe. Nice, quick, simple, easy dinner idea. Okay, and that's what that looks like. Okay, they look yummy. I'm trying to assemble them. I gotta take my thumbnail soon. Okay. Right, so if you want to use the seasonings I made these with, let me know if you do try these seasonings, and let me know how they come out. Okay, and thanks for stopping by.